Hi guys, welcome back to the Black Gold Homestead. Welcome back to the Black Gold Homestead. My name's Elijah. In today's video we're going to be doing another houseplant shot, and I want to talk to you a little bit about Christmas cactuses. So here beside me you can see my big Christmas cactus. This is a red one, and it's blooming. Has quite a few blooms on it in different places. Some of them are starting to go over, but there's quite a few that still look nice. A lot of people commonly see them blooming between Thanksgiving and Christmas, but mine have been blooming since October, and they usually bloom on and off most of the year for me, and they do really well here. So as you can see, they come out, the Christmas cactuses come out on these stems like this, and they're flat segments, and at the end of the stems is where they get their flowers. Now as far as the care goes, I keep this, I keep all of them in front of a eastern window so they get morning sun, and I water them when the soil starts to go dry or they get a little wrinkly, and once it starts warming up, probably this week, after they're kind of done flowering for a while, I'll put them out on the porch. Our porch faces east, so it gets morning sun, and they really like that. I water them more during the summer, and I also fertilize them with fish fertilizer that you can get at different places. So something fun that you can do with the Christmas cactuses, and I'll show you over here. This one right here is a smaller plant. If you take a look at it, it's not as big. I mean, it's an okay sized one, but it's smaller. But it's a white flowered one. If you take a look at it, you can see that this pink part right up here is the anther, and these down here are the pollen. And I'll set it back down and I'll show you what I do with mine. And it's been working really well for me. I take my finger and I get pollen on my finger. Can you see the yellow pollen on there? Yellow pollen. So I take the yellow pollen on my finger from one Christmas cactus, and I go to the bloom of another one, like this red one, and I take it and I brush it on the pink anther, or not anther, I think it's called stigma. So that's how I hand pollinate them, and that's how I get my seed pods. And if you look closely here, at the ends of the stems where the flower was, the flower's now shriveled up, you can see a seed pod forming. Nice fat seed pod there, a nice fat seed pod here, and there's a really big one right back here. So I got 3 seed pods on this plant, and some more are forming. Now we're going to go back over here and take a look at the other. Like I just said, I hand pollinate the Christmas cactuses, but this one here is a white Christmas cactus, and this one is about, I think it's just about finished, but I'll still let you take a look at it. This is called lavender, and you can kind of get an idea of the color of the bud, or the color of the blooms on it, and it does have one more bud yet to open. But I keep them in an eastern window, and they really like that. Like I said, the watering, I let them go a bit dry in between waterings. I don't water them all too much. I water them more in the summer though. But I really like Christmas cactuses because they're one of those kind of old-fashioned plants that people used to grow a lot. Not so much anymore, but they bloom during the winter and they, you know, help pretty it up indoors. So I hope you just liked seeing the Christmas cactuses. I hope that the couple care tips I gave you were helpful, and thanks for watching.